My dear students, today we can study the question, analyze the statement and answer the questions. Question number 1. Skin is the protective covering of the body. It is a safety shield that prevents the entry of germs. A. Name the protein present in the epidermis and its function. Answer: keratin. Keratin prevents the entry of germs. Question 1b. Name the gland that makes the skin oily and waterproof. Answer: sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland produces the secretion called sebum that makes the skin oily and waterproof. Question 1c. Write the function of sweat gland. Answer: the sweat gland produces sweat. It contains the disinfectant and it destroys the germs. Question number 2. The mucous membrane is another protective covering of body parts. A. Name the secretion produced by this membrane. Answer: mucus. Question 2b. How pathogens are destroyed by this membrane? Answer: pathogens trapped in the mucus produced by this membrane and get destroyed. Question 2c. How the destroyed germs are expelled out? Answer: the destroyed germs are expelled out by the cilia cells of the mucous membrane. Question number 3. The body secretions and body fluids play an important role in defense mechanism. A. Which are the secretions that help to defend pathogens? Answer: sebaceous gland produces sebum, sweat gland produces sweat, ear produces earwax, lysozyme in tears, mucus in nose, lysozyme in saliva, mucus in trachea, HCl in stomach, mucus in the intestine, lysozyme in urine. Question 3b. Name the body fluids. Answer: blood and lymph. Question 3c. How pathogens are destroyed by the body fluids? Answer: controlling the entry of germs into the body, neutralizing germs and toxic substances they produce, preventing their multiplication. Question number 4. White blood cells play a significant role in defense. A. Name of white blood cells that engulfs and destroys germs. Answer: neutrophil and monocyte. Question 4b. Name of white blood cells that synthesizes chemicals that destroy bacteria. Answer: neutrophil and eosinophil. Question 4c. Name of white blood cells that identifies and destroys germs specifically. Answer: lymphocyte. Question 4d. Name of white blood cells that stimulates other white blood cells. Answer: basophil. Question 4E. Name of white blood cells that dilates the blood vessels. Answer: basophil. Question 4F. Name of white blood cells that synthesizes chemicals required for the inflammatory responses. Answer: eosinophil. Question number 5. When a wound occurs, the part swells up. A. Name this defense mechanism. Answer: inflammatory response. Question 5B. How do the blood capillaries dilate? Answer: when a wound occurs, the cells get damaged and they produce certain chemical substances. These chemical substances dilate the capillaries. Question 5C. The role of white blood cells in the inflammatory response. Answer: the white blood cells reach the wound site through the walls of the capillaries. The neutrophils and monocytes engulf and destroy the germs. Question 5D. The reason for the swelling of the wound site. Answer: as a wound occurs, the cells get damaged and they produce a chemical substance. These chemical substances dilate the capillaries, and this increases the blood flow, and blood plasma and more white blood cells reach the wound site. This is the reason for the swelling of the wound site. Question number 6. The germs are engulfed and destroyed by the white blood cells. A. Name this process. Answer: phagocytosis. Question 6B. Name the cells engaged in this process and examples. Answer: phagocytes. Examples: monocytes and neutrophils. Question 6C. Write the stages of this process. Answer: pathogen. Engulfs pathogen in the membrane sac. Lysosome. Lysosome combines with the membrane sac. The pathogens are degenerated and destroyed by the enzymes in lysosome. Question number 7. Blood clotting is a defense mechanism. A. Name the enzyme formed from the tissues and platelets at the wound site. Answer: thromboplastin. Question 7B. Write the different stages in the process of blood clotting. Answer: prothrombin in plasma. In the presence of thromboplastin, calcium and vitamin K forms thrombin. Fibrinogen, in the presence of thrombin, produces fibrin fibers. The red blood cells and platelets get entangled in the network of fibrin fibers to form the blood clot. Question number 8. Healing of wound is a stage after inflammatory response and blood clotting. A. When the wound scar does not remain. Answer. When a wound occurs, new similar tissues are formed in the place of tissues damaged or lost by the wound scar does not remain. If the wound occurs, similar tissues are formed in the place of the tissues that are damaged by the wound. In such cases, the wound scar does not remain. Question 8b. Write the situation in which the wound scar remains. Answer. When new similar tissues cannot be formed, the connective tissue heals the wound. In such situation, the wound scar remains. If the connective tissue heals the wound scar remains. Question 9. Fever is a condition when the body temperature rises above the normal level. Question A. The normal body temperature. Answer. 37 degrees centigrade or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Question 9b. Is fever a disease or a symptom? Answer. Fever is not a disease. It is a symptom of the disease. Question 9c. How the body temperature rises above the normal level? When pathogens enter our body, the presence of toxins produced by them stimulates the white blood cells. The chemical substances produced by the white blood cells raises the body temperature. Question 9d. Advantage of the rise in body temperature. Answer. The rise in body temperature reduces the rate of multiplication of pathogens and it increases the effect of phagocytosis. Question 9e. Why it is necessary to seek medical assistance immediately if fever increases? Answer. If the rise in body temperature persists for a long time, it may badly affect the internal organs, including the brain. So, if fever increases, it is necessary to seek medical assistance immediately. Question number 10. Non-specific defense mechanism is a mechanism that protects us from all pathogens without considering their characteristic features. A. Name the mechanism that specifically identify and destroy pathogens. Answer. Specific defense mechanism. Question 10b. Name the blood cells that destroy pathogens or antigens in this way. Answer. Lymphocytes. Question 11. Lymphocytes are the blood cells that specifically identify and destroy pathogens that enter the body by overcoming the non-specific defense mechanism of the body? A. Where lymphocytes are formed and mature. Answer. Lymphocytes are formed in the bone marrow. B. Lymphocytes mature in the bone marrow. And T. Lymphocytes mature in the thymus gland. Question 11b. Types of lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are of two types. Those mature in the bone marrow are called as B lymphocytes, and that mature in the thymus gland are called T lymphocytes. Question 11c. How do B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes differ in defense mechanism? Answer. B lymphocytes produce certain proteins that act against antigens. These are called antibodies. And the antibodies destroy the pathogens in three different ways. 1. Destroy the bacteria by disintegrating their cell membrane. 2. Neutralize the toxin of the antigens. 3. Destroy the pathogens by stimulating other white blood cells. T lymphocytes destroy the pathogens in three different ways: stimulate other defense cells of the body, destroy the cells affected by virus, destroy cancer cells. Question number 12. Body fluids like blood and lymph play an important role in defense mechanism. A. The role of blood in defense mechanism: raising body temperature, helps in blood clotting, phagocytosis, healing of wounds, inflammatory response, and the production of antibodies. Question 12b. How lymph is formed? Answer. The lymph is formed from blood and it is reabsorbed into the blood. Question 12c. How lymph helps in defense mechanism? Lymph has a prominent role in defense mechanism like the blood. Lymph contains plenty of lymphocytes. They destroy the disease-causing bacteria in lymph nodes and spleen. Question number 13. Defense mechanisms become slow when the germs enter the body. This causes the spread and multiplication of germs. A. Name the artificial method to make the defense cells alert against the attack of pathogens. Answer. Immunization. Question 13b. Name the substance used for this. Answer. Vaccines. Vaccines are the substances used for artificial immunization. Question 13c. Components used for this. Answer. Any one of the components from alive or dead or neutralized germs, neutralized toxins, or cellular parts of the pathogens. Question 14. Treatment is the final defense. Question A. Which are the different methods of treatment that we depend on? Answer. Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, Naturopathy, Homeopathy, and modern medicine. Question 14b. The method of treatment proposed by the German doctor. Answer. Homeopathy is the method of treatment proposed by the German doctor Samuel Hahnemann. Question 14c. Who paved the way for modern medicine? Answer. Hippocrates. Question number 15. Medicines that are extracted from microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, etc. and used to destroy bacteria are called antibiotics. Question A. Who first discovered antibiotics? Answer. Alexander Fleming. Question 15b. Important side effects of antibiotics. Answer. Regular use develops immunity in pathogens against antibiotics. Destroys useful bacteria in the body. Reduces the quantity of some vitamins in the body. Question 15d. Name the medicine that are used to destroy fungi. Answer. Antifungal medicines. Question E. Name the medicines that are used to destroy viruses. Answer. Antiviral medicines. Question number 16. The transfer of blood from one person to another is called blood transfusion. A. What all things should be taken care of while transfusing blood? Answer. People in the age group 18 to 60 can donate blood. Blood donation can be done once in 3 months. Blood donation causes no problem to the donor's health. Pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers should not donate blood. Persons with communicable diseases should not donate blood. Question 16b. The basis of blood grouping. Answer. The basis of blood grouping is the presence of antigen A and antigen B in red blood cells. Question 16c. Antigens and blood groups. The blood group of a person is named according to the antigen present in that person's blood. Blood group A contains the antigen A. In blood group B, the antigen is B. In blood group AB, the antigens present are antigen A and antigen B. In O group blood, there are no antigens. Question 16d. Antibodies and blood groups. Antibodies present in the blood plasma are antibody A and antibody B. In blood group A, antibody B is present. In blood group B, antibody A is present. In AB blood group, there are no antibodies. In O group blood, antibodies A and B are present. Question 16E. Everyone cannot receive blood from all blood groups. Why? On receiving the unmatching blood, the antigen present in the donor's blood and the antibody present in the recipient's blood will react with each other and form a blood clot. So, everyone cannot receive blood from all blood groups. Question number 17. In plants, defense is made possible through structural and biochemical methods. Question A. Write any two defense mechanisms in plants. Answer. Wax covering cuticle and bark. Question 17B. Name the chemical substances that provide rigidity to the resistant coat. Answer. Lignin, cutin and suberin provide rigidity to the cell wall, the resistant coat of plant. Question 17C. Name the polysaccharide that prevent the germs from entering through the cell membrane. Answer. Callose. Callose is a polysaccharide formed in the cell wall, and this prevents the germs that have crossed the cell wall from entering through the cell membrane. Question 17D. Give examples for structural and biochemical defense mechanisms in plants. Structural defense mechanism in plants are wax covering cuticle, bark. Biochemical defense mechanisms in plants. The cell wall, the well-equipped resistant coat is made by the chemical substances such as lignin, cutin, suberin, etc., and it provides rigidity to the cell wall. The callose, which is a polysaccharide formed in the cell wall, prevent the germs that have crossed the cell wall from entering through the cell membrane.